This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, let me share my screen. Yep. So as we discussed, right? To JMeter for any other tool, we need a APIs. So how will we get the APIs? One way is we can get the APIs from developers and we can write a script manually. Otherwise, we can record it. So how we will record it? So JMeter can record with the help of a proxy server. So what is a proxy server? Proxy server nothing but it's like act as a tool which talk which all your browser records, right? Record will go to proxy server and proxy server will go to the from the internet, right? So that's what we discussed yesterday class. So have you downloaded the tool yesterday, the Java the tool?
Yes, sir, I have downloaded and installed.
Okay. S- Srinivas.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so today now let's see how it works. So we have a browser and it is a internet. Okay, so we will make one server which will keep between these things. It means I will tie my browser to whatever you do, right? Everything should go to this proxy only. So how it will listen? It will listen by configuration of proxy settings. So let's go to Firefox. Okay, I'll go to settings, proxy. So here we need to give the and we have select manual configuration. Then we have to give the server wherever the JMeter is running. So wherever JMeter running means first you have to create the JMeter server, right? So let's open JMeter. So how will open JMeter? We'll go to downloads 5.5.5 bin. So whenever you want to open JMeter, right, you have to go bin and click on jmeter.bat. Okay. So this every time whenever you open the JMeter, it will display like this only, the test plan. It won't display where existing scripts or nothing, but every time it will open, every time it will open in the clean state. Okay. So first we have to make a server, right? So for an as of now, instead of explaining all the components, I will go with the template. But after this, once you understand the concept, then I will go away one by one. Okay. Now we have a file. Click on templates, and if you see here in the if you I mean the drop down, right? If you see here, it will do all the templates. So to record any application, right, or to do any scripting, we need some 4 to 5 components minimum. So as initial days, you might not able to understand everything. That's why I will go with templates. So once I'll go through formally everything, now then we'll go one by one again. How we'll do without templates. Okay. So here I have to go recording. Okay, just click on recording, and it will give us all the documentation, whatever you have to do, everything. And click on create, and just you can keep as it is or can change. Just click on create. Okay, see now it has added all the components. Ideally, once you are familiar with geometry components, then you will be adding manually all these things without template. But as a new, so we'll go with the template. Then after that we'll understand what component is what for, and we can add manually, right? So how I did is file, templates, and in the drop down I selected recording. Okay, just click on create and this. Okay, in JMeter, as is new, right, for a few days. Suppose if you forget something or if you have any doubt on this component, Suppose I want to know understanding of this recorder. Okay, just click on Control H. Lightly go to recorder page in the Geometry website. So you can just read and you can recorrect whatever you're missing here, what it is there, like that. Any component. Because if I want to click on this thing, any component, Control H, it will go to this one. So once you listen to the class, right? So once you read this, you can recorrect whatever you're missing, what is in doubt. So always use this Control H to understand the things. Okay. So first we'll talk about recorder. So this is the recorder component in JMeter. You can see here HTTP text script recorder. So this recorder will help us to capture the data. Okay. And if you see here, we have a start, stop, and restart. So this is server state. If you click on start, it will start the server. Okay. So now, whenever you say any server, right, it requires a machine and a port. Machine is like my machine only because I'm running in my local machine, right? So it's my machine. So it requires port as well. Because any application, if you want to, if you are making a server, it need a port. Okay, so you can give any port here, which should be free. Which should be free means if some other application running right in our machine with the same port, it won't allow. So you can give any 4-digit to 5-digit port, like from 000 to 9999. You can give any port based on your choice. If it's busy, right, it will show error. Say that this port is busy, please give other one. So safe
Excuse
sets I will
me.
give, yeah.
Yeah. So when I actually open the recorder, it is asking me
Mm.
the host to record. So should we provide the URL while creating this?
Where it is asking host record.
Yeah, I went to
Before.
file, templates, and then selected the recording template.
Uh,
Then I clicked on the create.
mm, create this
Yeah.
one, right,
So
host.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can,
this one
yeah. You can ignore or you can update. It's not required.
not required. Okay.
Mm, mm,
But
mm.
basically, this
If
is a website that we want to record, right?
record, yes, yes. You can ignore or it's not required. No issues. It's like a
We
variable.
can
It's nothing but a,
mm, we can change
we
it
can
afterwards
change.
also.
We can change. Yeah, afterwards also. Or you can give. No issues.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So we have to give any port number. So I will giving almost like 666 777, which is not in a unique place. Okay. So now we have given server import means I'm telling my JMeter to start the application in this server. Okay, so whenever I contact with this port, right, my JMeter will be running here. Okay, you can give any port. It's not like that. Okay, now if you come to here test plan creation. So test plan creation nothing but our script only. You can see right on the left hand side, everything under test plan. So here I'm asking target controller. Target controller nothing but where do you want to save? It will record all the APIs, right? At which point it's asking to save. So you can give anything. So what I will give here thread group means I want to save under my thread group only. By default, it has the recording controller, right? If you click on recording controller, it will save everything under here. So anything is fine based on your comfort. So I will give thread group only, so that everything will come under this thread group level. Okay. Now grouping. Grouping is nothing but it's asking how we want to group the APIs because each page has each set of APIs, right? So if you have 10 pages of APIs, will record how do you identify which page APIs which belong to? Everything will come single place, no? So if you want that grouping like page wise or something like that, you can give the options here. So I will give add separators as of now. It means it will simply give the some dashes between page to page. So that's not for all for this initial purpose. So we have to give the port number which should be free, and you can select these things or you can keep as it is also. It's not required. Okay, just click on start. First time or every time it will ask the certificate. So it will create a JMeter certificate. You have just click on OK. Okay. See now it will get this pop-up. This pop-up is nothing but our recording screen where you can give. Suppose I'm hitting login page, right? You can give login page. Like that, you can give the names. So identify your script. Okay, it's clear, right? Till this point, server, the test plan creation. Okay,
Yeah.
so now let's go to Firefox, and you have to give. So where my machine is running JMeter, it's my local host only, right? My browser and my JMeter same machine, so I can give localhost. Otherwise, if your JMeter is running in your machine, I want to record my browser, then I will give your system IP where JMeter is running. Or if I want to do in our browser and JMeter is running on my machine, so I will give my system IP. So how will get system IP? CMD IP config. You see, this is my machine IP. So if you access this IP with the 6666 port, you'll get JMeter there. So as I'm referring my JMeter locals, I will give localhost. Okay, and I'll give the port 666. Any port, whatever port defined here, whatever we put defined here, we have to give here. There's nothing but I'm telling my Mozilla says that go to everything where JMeter is running. Whatever a port I created in the JMeter, I will give here, and where our JMeter is running here. Okay, and always make sure you check this option. Don't forget to check this. By default, it will uncheck. We have to just check it. Okay, that's it. So click on the manual proxy configuration, give the localhost, give the port, and check this one. Nothing much, nothing. Just click on OK. So now, whatever in this Firefox, right? Whatever you do action, everything will go to JMeter. Okay. So let's see. Suppose now I will hit at some home page. So what in the transaction name I'll give home page. So again, we have option here, naming scheme, whether you can prefix or we can end suffix and or transaction name as it is. You can do anything. So I'll just put a transaction name means it will as it is append this name. Okay, let me put a prefix so that more understandable. Okay, now let's click on hit Amazon.com. Any website, whichever record now, we'll see. So now we got some error here. Why? Because it says it did not connect potential security issue. So why? Because now what we did, we have given Amazon.com, right? So this Amazon.com will go to this JMeter server. Okay. So now in Amazon server, it will check where the origin of the request. So it will say the origin from the is browser or JMeter. From the Amazon perspective, what is the origin of the request? From where it is coming? Hello?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Origin where the server is deployed.
No, no.
Yeah,
See,
Amazon.
now the
Uh,
request will come to Amazon server, right? In the it will go to Amazon server, right? The request. I have triggered it. So from the Amazon server, it will check right where the request is coming from. So what is the request from coming from here? From the Amazon. It's coming from JMeter, coming from browser.
JMeter.
browser.
JMeter, right? See, this is a no.
Okay.
Okay, so it will come from, it will check origin and it says JMeter. So if JMeter is unauthorized or if the Amazon don't know the JMeter, then they won't allow
Okay.
because it type of security or a hacking issue. If the request
Okay.
come from trusted sources, right, then it's like a authenticated origin. I mean original one. So Amazon might not having Amazon don't know that JMeter is a tool or because it don't have to, right? We can have a lot of tools. So but browsers are common. So that's why feed browser will get anything. But now this case, what is happening here? So now Amazon thinking it's not a good issue. That's why it's not allowing. So in that case, now we may need to make JMeter as a authenticated one. So then only we won't get any type of issue. So in while recording our application as well, right, you get this type of issue because if JMeter is not authenticated or valid one, the server won't allow the data. Okay. So to do this, what we have to do, we make JMeter as authenticated one. So how will make JMeter as a valid or authenticated? I mean, a valid one. So someone has to certify, right? If someone has certified means okay, this guy is a good. So means that's a good guy only. So same as like to certain so as certify the tools, we have certificates. If you remember, when you click on start, we got one certificate, right, which is generated in bin folder. You see, this is a certificate Apache JMeter root.ca certificate. So this will valid for 7 days. Every time it will create automatically. So we have to send the certificate to server saying that, Dekho, see, this is my certificate is a valid one. So how will send server to Amazon? We can't send red. We can't send 1,000 applications. So what we'll do in a Firefox, okay, if you just click on advanced, see it says there is invalid security certificate. Go back. It's not allowing. So in the settings, so what we have to do is we have to add a certificate so that while passing all the requests, the certificate also will go in the backend. Let's click search for certificate. The authorities, it is if it's already there because my old one is there, na, it's old version, so I can delete or okay. So in the authorities, now we have to click on import and import. See, you will see bin folder wherever a geometry is there, na. Sorry, not this. This is the 5.4.3, which I'm not using that. 5.5 bin folder. See, uh, okay, okay, 5.5.4. See, you have the bin certificate. So whenever you click on start recording, it always creates the geometry certificate. So it's always advisable before going to an application, right? We can add certificate as well. So just click on open and it will ask these two check boxes. Just check this. So this is certificate generated by one is authorized source. So now every request they will take the data along with certificate as well to server. So server will look, no, okay, it's coming from valid one. So let's click on OK and OK. Right now, if I refresh this page, Amazon not gone in. See, we got the data. We haven't done anything. No, now what happens is from the server along with the data, we are sending the certificate details as well. So Amazon knows, okay, we got certificate details. It's like a I mean valid one, are coming from proper tool only. It's not like of hacking or unknown sources. It's coming from known sources. Then only it allowed the data. Okay. So if you see the data here means what is happening. So means the request went to internet or Amazon server and it got back as well. Correct. That's what we're displaying the data. So now if you go to JMeter, now you will see under thread group you see APIs. See, these are the APIs, whatever we triggered as of now. Now if I click on today's deals, see, APIs is generating. Able to see, right? See, one by one it's adding. See,
Or if in between, if I open an if notepad or something else like other browser, will this will also be recorded here?
so in this browser only, in the Firefox, whatever you do, everything will be recorded.
Okay, so if
Because
I if I
because the proxy setting is complete for this browser. Suppose if I
okay,
open, if you open other tools, it won't work because the browser is pointed to proxy, right? Suppose if I hit now Wikipedia, okay, still not loading. Let's wait. It's loading. Everything, everything, whatever the tabs, whatever the complete browser it is pointed, right? So everything will be captured. So we have to open, I mean, while the proxy is on, right, we have to keep it open and then run it.
Is there anything like clearing whatever captured so far?
No, we can do that. So we keep it as connection timeout. Okay, let's go for other website. Let's go, yeah, Twitter. If you see the data in the browser means it got recording. Still loading. Okay, see, you got twitter.com, all Twitter URLs. Okay, it's clear, right? I mean, we will go for again. Yeah. Okay, now if I stop this, if I stop this, if I hit any page or if I refresh the page, I will get response or not in the browser.
We will get.
Why?
I mean, the proxy is working, right? It should work whether we are recording or not recording.
Hmm. See if I refresh the
No?
page.
Work.
See?
It will
Yeah,
not
I think
work
the
then.
proxy is off, so maybe it will
Hmm.
not
That's why I
work.
stopped it, right?
Yeah,
I stopped it.
yeah, proxy is
So
not working,
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah, proxy stopped. So it is pointing to somewhere, but it's not on. It's not on. Correct. So that's why
Yeah.
it is blocked. It says see proxy service refusing connections. So now to get back normal, what we have to go? We have to go to our proxy settings again.
Disable the proxy.
Yeah. You can use
Remove.
user system proxy or no proxy anything. Just click on OK. And if you click on refresh, so it got normal. So it's always advisable once you're done with recording, stop the proxy because you forgot, right? Whatever you do in the browsers, everything will be captured. Okay, let's do the steps again one by one because this is important. Now, once you're done with recording, everything will be normal. These are basic steps, correct? So let's open JMeter. I'm not saving this. So I'm just clicking on new. So I'm not click on save no so that it won't be saved. Okay, so again clean state. So what you have to do file templates in the drop down. You have to select recording. Just click on create and you can change or you can ignore. Click on create and now everything is created here. Right now in the recorder you can give any port number. By default it will show double double double. You can give any port number. You can keep as it is. Let's keep as it is. And here I want to save everything under group. And here I want to put a separators only, not in user groups. Now let's click on start. So you can see its second certificate was generated. Click on OK. If you see right the transaction name, what happened for every page, it has a home page before. Now if I don't give anything, let's see what happens. Now go to Firefox. So what is the port number I need to give here now? 8888, right? What is this? What I have given now? Localhost, and I will give what is the port running on 8888, and I have to check this option compulsory. Click on OK. Right now, if I hit or refresh Amazon.com, see if you expand that group, you will see everything. See here, I'm not giving any transaction name now. That's why it takes the name randomly. So it's always advisable to use the transaction name so that you can figure out. Suppose if I go to mobile space here, So how do I know that which AP belong to which page? So, see, we got dashes here because we kept a add separated between groups. But still, if you are 5 or 6 pages, right, you won't me remember, no? So it's always go with the transaction name based on your understanding, based on your uses. Okay, it's clear, right? You can do the recording right
Yeah,
on your own.
yeah.
Till recording part. Okay. Yeah.
Certificates,
Now
it
let's
is valid
talk.
only 7 days, sir.
Sorry.
Certificates. Certificate, you said that it is
Certificate.
valid only 7 days. So after 7 days, again, what we have to do?
So again, it will ask in the browser. Again, if you're getting the error, says that unauthorized security. So
Okay.
We just need to import it again.
just go to. So when you click on start, right? Again, we'll get new certificate. Right, let's see again. Go to certificates. In the authorities, right? You will see old certificate here. Okay, if you're getting error means it's an old one. So just click on delete or delete trust and again. Because whenever click on record, right, so you will see the date here. New one will be generated automatically. So just click on OK and trust this.
Okay.
That's it. If you're not getting error, you can go as it is. If you're getting an error in the browser, then you couldn't do that.
Okay.
Okay. So now, as I told you, right, we wouldn't prefer the Chrome because what is happening in the Chrome? Chrome is pointing to settings of your system. Correct. Proxy. Open your computer proxy settings. It's opening the system proxy. Right. So I can set up here. But what happens if you forget, right? If you forget a setting or if you forget geometry off, everything won't work. I mean, your Skype, your mails, if the proxy got off, right? Because everything linked to this proxy only. You understood? That's why we are not prefer. But if there is no other option, and I mean, your application is not working in Firefox, and in that cases, you can do this thing only. But ideally, we wouldn't prefer this option. Okay, so that's why. So you can do this one, or you can do any browser as well. But ideally, prefer to the Firefox because it's separate proxy one. Okay. Now let's see. So now in this application, right? I mean, this full learning, no? We'll go
Is
some
there
three or
is
four
there
dummy. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
is it possible to start Chrome with some options and then mentioning the proxy? Maybe for that instance only it will work. No?
No, no, it's not like that. Chrome always
Okay.
use the system
Leave it,
proxy.
sir. Please go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So there are some machines, server machines, where Chrome is different. I mean, the version is different. At that time, there could be a chance, but by default,
Mm.
Chrome doesn't have the proxy settings like how
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
Firefox
understand.
has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for complete our lessons, right, for learning purpose, we'll go with some dummy web applications. Okay. So I will be using this webload mpstore.com. This is one dummy testing website. Okay. So I'll be taking this website for recording purpose. Okay. To understand how the things will happen. So in our practice, you can take any website recording practice, right? Or if you are working the application, our office, no, try with our office application. Otherwise, you can try any other website for practice. Okay. So this is one website I will be practicing in our classes, and we go for this pet store. Okay, either of this we can go for our recording or practice. I mean, all the examples, right? We'll tell you this as a references. Okay, so let's go to webload, and I'll give homework for our pet store. Okay, so webload first. Before recording, we have to understand what are the scenarios we need to capture and how it is going on, because then only we can record, and if then while recording, right, if there is an issue, we can resolve it. So we can't go blindly recording. because we shouldn't know, right? How the pages will happen, how the pages are get navigated. Okay, so this is a home page, and if you click on login, it's a dummy website, right? You can give any, you can register with any dummy email, you get a username, password. Just click on login. So our goal is now click on login. I'll just give test one num password. You can register. I mean, you can give dummy email, you get a username, password. Okay, just click on login. Okay, we got login page, login. Okay, now you see it shows that the user is logged in, right? If you got this one, now you can click on any product and just click on add to cart. See, there's a bug here, so you can just refresh the page again. It will be added. So okay, it added. So now I want some 6 quantity. Click on update. Okay, so 2 times I did. Now just click on checkout. Again, just gives you blah blah blah. Just gives numbers only. Don't validate. List card. Okay, click on confirm order. Number. Not working, leave it. You can click on confirm order or just click on logout. This is our scenario. Now for this scenario, I have to write a perform testing script with JMeter. Clear now? Scenario? Same as like for your application or whatever you're practicing now, you should know your application flow first. Okay, from which page to which page I'm going, what should I expect? What is the next page the response I should be? Like that, we have to go one by one. Okay. Shall I go again this flow or you understand the flow?
Understood, sir.
I got it.
Yeah, okay, let's go. So let's create a before going to this one, right? We'll go to the geometry options. Hmm. So whenever you open JMeter, right, it will always open a fresh state. It won't show the previous ones. So the previous scripts always come from the file open recent. It will show the previous ones. Okay. Otherwise, it won't display anything. And this test plan is our main element. Everything, all the JMeter components will come under test plan only. And each script means this is one type of JMX. One JMX is nothing but our script extension. JMeter extension will be JMX. Like TXT file is TXT, right? Or PDF is .pdf. Like JMeter extension, it is .jmx. Okay. So each instance you can open one JMX, and one JMX should have one test plan. Okay, this kind of interview question only. They will ask how many test plans you can put in one JMX file. Means you can put only one test plan. Okay, and if you see this green button, right, this is a run. So when you click on this button, whatever it's under test plan, it will run everything. If you click on this start button,
So will how the order? I mean, it will follow the top-down approach or
no, there is
which?
component order. It go with that order only.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose, sir. I mean, when we put it in the recording, when we mm,
It is sequential.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, in components we have order. Suppose we have 5 components, right? There's priority. This component always will first. This component always there is priority that. In that priority, it will in order in sequential. If suppose you have the same component priority, now same priority level, then it will execute in a sequence order.
No, say for example, we just took one Amazon site,
Mm, mm,
and then first we navigated to home page, and then maybe clicked on something else.
mm.
So it is recording, right, and it is capturing
Yes.
all the
Mm,
navigation. So when
mm,
you just play it,
mm.
it just goes in the same order.
Yeah, same order. Whatever you capture,
Okay,
it will go
okay.
the same order.
So is
Mm.
it? I mean, can we change it? I mean, I want to
You can
only
change. I
execute.
mean, based on your requirement, if you want, you can change it.
Mhm. Okay, okay.
Mm,
So a quick question here, sir. Actually,
mm, mm,
so basically, what we are trying to capture is the APIs, right? APIs
mm.
request and responses.
Right. Yes.
So if I take any application, any web application, so suppose I want
Mm,
to test. maybe just say it has got one login functionality. So
Mm,
I want to verify login functionality is working through JMeter. So I'll just use this recording
mm,
and then I just replay.
mm.
So that means I will be able to test all the APIs, right? Whether they are working or not.
Yes, yes, yes.
I mean, I
That's
think
where
this
we'll
is
check
a,
it now. Yeah, we'll get
Mhm.
the results. We'll get to know from the result if it's everything is green, no? I mean, everything
Everything green.
got
That means
whatever
all
expected.
APIs are working. Yeah,
Not exact green color. We have to check the responses.
responses. Okay.
Mm,
At least, yeah. I mean, at least we
mm.
know the APIs. Are we able to
Working or
hit
not?
the API or
Yes,
not, right?
yes, yes. If you're getting
Okay.
200 response code or like that.
Yeah.
Mm, mm. Okay. Yeah. Now let's see. So this is a start button. So whatever present under this test plan, right? You have 100 APIs, 200 APIs, everything will be start. Okay. Now, while execution, right? If you want to stop, then you have to click on the stop button. So this will enable only on the runtime. Okay. And if you see in any other tool, right? If you go for second execution, in the second execution, it will automatically clear the first time results. If you go any tool, but in JMeter, it's not like that. It will always keep the previous run results as well, because we want to compare to want check the responses like that, right? If you want, so if you want to clear, you can use this button. So it will clear the execution before running the test. Otherwise, you can have previous run results and this run results as well. Okay. And here it will show this exclamatory mark, right? If you click on this exclamatory mark, it will show the log of tool. I mean, if there are any issues, the plugins, any issue, the JMeter side, the tool side, not scripting. Tool side, you have written some code, and code has getting some expert. No? If you click on this exclamatory log, it will open this tool log. Okay. Suppose if you click on clear, now if you see here, click on clear, everything will be gone. Okay. So by default, it is not enabled. If you want, you can do that from the property files. Okay. And 000 display, it will show our total script time. How long a script is running? Suppose there are not the users have forgotten. How long a script is running? Like 2 minutes, whatever the time it will display here. So this time is nothing but how long your script is running on. Okay, and this 0 by 0 is nothing but number of active users by total number of users. Active users means at that time how many users are running. Okay, by total number of users. We'll go through all this in one by one, but I'm just explaining again. Okay, and right, this cut, copy, paste. Okay, what are the components you can do that, and this plus minus for expandable. Okay, and this save. Remaining all are normal options only. Clear, right? The basic now. Hmm. Now let's see. Okay, let's go now. File, template, recording, create, create. Okay, just click on recorder, and I'll get this port, and I will put third group. I'll put add separators between things. Okay, let's click on start. Click on OK. So let's go to Firefox. Let's check the proxy settings. On proxy, it's 888. Okay. So before everything, right, I'll clean my browser. I want to use only things which are required. So now I'll be hitting.
Can you
I'll
do
be,
these steps again, sir? Please. I
which
actually
one?
could. Can you repeat these steps?
Okay, okay, sure, sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
let me
sorry.
stop.
Sorry for asking. Yeah.
No, no, fine, fine. Okay, so let me open it new. Yeah, file, templates.
Yeah.
In the drop down, we go
Recording.
recording. Just click on
Create.
create. Just click on create. You can ignore.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
click on create. Okay, so in the recorder, we'll give any port number, right? I will give as
Okay.
it
Okay.
is.
Oh, got
In the
it. Got it.
target
Okay.
controller, yeah, you can keep as it is or you can change it. It's based on
Yeah.
your
Thread
comfort.
group. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, my
Thread group.
okay. So click on start and you'll certificate okay. Click on okay. Okay, now go to Firefox settings, proxy settings, and here
Yeah.
you have select manual proxy configuration and JMeter running your localhost. and you have to give double it, whatever in the JMeter, and always check this
Yeah.
option. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so now I will be hitting home page now. So I will give this transaction name, home page or landing page, whatever you write, home page. Okay, I'll put a prefix. Um, mm, I'm just checking what I do. Okay, let's put prefix only. Okay, now let's hit the.
So what prefix it will use?
So I'll show you. I'll show you. So whatever the page it record, right? It will append
Hmm.
this home page.
Oh, okay, okay.
By default, it will give you some random numbers. Okay.
Okay.
So if you put transaction name as it is, we get only home page, home page, home page, everything.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
So whatever the
So
transaction name you give, that will be used as a prefix or that will be used
or
as a
suffix.
transaction
Suffix
name or
means ending.
suffix. Yeah.
Transaction means as it is. Prefix means form. And if you want
Got
any
it. Got
extra
it.
thing, right? You
Hmm.
can put that one as well.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. So I will put prefix. And now I will give home page, right? Before hitting also I need to give no. So let's give
Hmm.
webload mpstore.com. Okay, it open. Now what I will do, I'll click on login, right? Now I want next to go login. Check in JMeter, expand
Oh,
thread
okay.
group.
Well, as you are moving between pages, we can change this. Okay.
Yes, yes. Because then only I can know, right, which page, which
I
APS
understand.
belong
Okay.
to. See
Yeah.
here, see home page is appended here as
Yeah.
a prefix.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to Firefox. We'll click on login. Okay, we'll give the credentials. Num, num. Okay, it logged in. You see, right? We got this one. Now what I will do, I will click on some product page now. So I'll give product.
Yeah.
Click on any product. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll do add a cart, add to cart. Add to this. So first time it was not working, right? Just refresh again. Add to cart. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll update the quantity. Update. I'll just give some 8.
So for every action, we can give and then see what's happening.
Yes. It's always better to do that. It's because if it is a small application, no, 3, 4 APS is
Mm.
fine, but your application is like kind of you can have
Mm.
50 APS, 100 APS. So it's very difficult
Yeah.
to debug if there's something wrong, issues to know what is going on,
Uh,
what page is missed. That's why it's very better to give
yeah.
everything. Yeah, so that at any
Mm.
time now you can debug easily. Okay, now it's updated. Let's go to checkout. Okay, blah blah. Okay, in checkout. Okay, let's click on confirm order. It's not working, we can give just as it is. It is not working, leave it. Now let's go to logout. Click on logout page. Done with the script. Then you can stop. Now if you see whatever we recorded, everything is captured. Home page, login page, product page, add to cart, update quantity, checkout, logout. Okay. Now once you're done with the script recording, right? Now you have to click on save button. This is very important. Okay. So let's create a folder for this class. New folder. JMeter batch November. So I'll keep everything in this folder, right? At the end of the class, I can share to you. Okay. So I'll just keep recording one. See, this is JMX. whatever your comfort, right? Based on our understandings, I'll use recording one dot jmx. So this is a jmx file. You can see here at location recording one dot jmx. So jmeter extension always jmx files only. Okay, it's clear, right? Now, once you're done with save on the script, now we have to verify first whatever recorded is proper record or not. Even though in the browser it displays jmeter might not capture, right? There are some issues could be there. So we have to verify whatever we capture is everything there or not, or if there is miss, what is missed, that we have to check it. Okay. Now let's click on save again. So to check the things, right? Let's me minimize the thread group. Okay, if you expand the thread group, click on registry. See, in this result, it will display the output already, the recording output. So I haven't click on run button, correct? This is a like output of your activity. And if you see right in the earlier we have there is a displaying output file recording.xml. So this is a record.xml, and we haven't given any path, so it will be in the directly your bin location. So let me uh, untag this thing and bin. So I'll keep a quick access. Okay, yeah. If you go see, this is recording.xml. If I open this notepad, it's not working. Let me open notepad.
Notepad is there on the apps
Yeah,
list.
so I'll drag it. It is there, huh? I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah, just probably drag it to the browser.
I mean, Notepad is better to explain. Let me open like this file. Open. Okay, recording.xml. Okay, so this has everything. This is our output file. This is like for help us to compare our data. Okay, so if you're not understanding here now, we can open the same file in JMeter as well. It will display properly. So this is, see, this is like whatever we recorded na, at that time the response it is. Okay, so this view
This
result
only
tree,
shows the responses, not the request.
no request response everything, but at
Oh,
the time of
request and response.
recording,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
whatever recorded, no, I mean not recorded, whatever happened in the recorded activity,
Whatever
this
happened
one.
in the recording.
Okay, so these scripts which we have here, right? This will, if we run on, then it will execute these things. So then we can compare if there's something wrong, then we can verify what we have recorded here and what we are getting there. So then only we can know if there are issues going on or not.
Oh,
Understood? See, this is what we recorded, right? If see, if we click on run button, it will replay all these things. So
and
now there's
gen
something
it
wrong. If some
it
some
generates
APIs is
what
not working.
results XML, is it when you run it?
Which one? No, it won't generate as XML.
Hmm.
This is only for recording purpose only. At the time of the capture to original one. So to
Okay, but
differentiate,
when you
right?
run it,
So
when you
now,
run it,
yeah, when I run it, it will run the script and you will see the output here of this result tree. If you see, this is belong to this one. So if there's something wrong, see, suppose I want to see this should be display home page, right? And home page is not
hmm,
displaying. So then only I can check to this user tree. Then I will check, okay, what happened to this response, or what it's giving here, and what my geometry is giving here. It will help me to comparison data, because at that time if something went wrong, right, now I can't go to browser and I can't check, no, what is happening now.
yeah, I understand. Yeah. So
Yeah.
initially we
So
get when we do the recording, it records the
mm,
request and response whatever. So we can use it as a comparison when you run it again
yeah,
the next time.
again, and if something went wrong, only in that case we can
We can
help it
compare
help
it.
us. Yeah. So
Okay.
in this case, no, we
How,
shouldn't do
how did you
we
see
shouldn't do
the
the
yeah?
uh,
Mm.
Go ahead, go
How
ahead.
did you do the viewing the result tree, sir, for this? If you run
Yeah, so in
again.
the, we added templates, right? So template will
Mhm.
add everything, this template. So
Oh,
just
okay,
click on run
okay. There is a
button.
result. There is a result tree.
Yeah,
Okay,
all the output will come here.
okay. There is a result tree for recorder and there is a result tree for the thread group. Okay,
Yes, yeah.
okay.
Okay. So Sheila, clear? Hello? Sheila, you're on mute.
Yes, sir.
It's clear, right? Understood, na?
Yeah, understood, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's save the script. Okay, let me stop the recording.